Hi, this is Adrian from MBX Extreme. We thought we'd do a video on basically the points of our gun and kind of our new PCC gun. There's a range video out there, so check it out, and that's kind of the function part of it. And this is a little bit more of the kind of the technical side and maybe a little bit more of the option side for the upcoming release of the PCC gun. So basically, it came about real quickly from us doing a lot of research and development on products such as the Megas, the Minis, a buffer system, compensators, various things that we worked on, developed, and then in the end, we're basically during the testing, we have a lot of hours on the gun. We kind of found out what was a good combination we thought would be for a gun. So we put it together, and I think we've got a great package here for the person that wants to buy a gun. Basically, buy some mags, put an optic on it, and go out and shoot. We want the reliability, performance. So that's what we got. Let's start with what the gun comes with as a standard. It comes with a standard lockback. So basically, last round lockback, you'll see it. It's set up to lock back with the last round so that the bolt will stay back. And then a few of the options that you can purchase on the website are the aluminum extended mag, the magazine release. And the other thing is we take a phase 5 bad lever here. If you are familiar with A3 gun, you're familiar with that. And we basically just modify it and put it on the gun. And basically that just allows you to use your finger here to lock back the bolt or to release the bolt. So it's a lot easier than having to mess with this, especially when you're trying to make ready and unlock the gun. You could simply just lock it back with one finger on this one side. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of basically the gun itself. So there's a lot of things we've done to it. Basically we had our own barrel made to our specs, and the compensator, it's a shorter barrel, it's a 14-inch barrel, pin and welded, a 16-inch comp. It's a great weight balance, and we put a lot of hours into making sure that this comp was good. Performance-wise, it's probably the best comp that we've made. Also, this had to clear the barrel enough to be able to be put on different handguards. So then the next part was obviously the handguard. We decided we wanted the barrel, we wanted the correct handguard, so we went and basically designed our own handguard to fit the barrel. You'll see it's designed for that length. It's extremely light handguard, and easy attachment, and very nice feel, smaller kind of profile, so it's easy to get hold of. Mainly for PCC, we put some M-locks on it here in case somebody wants to attach different things to it, but basically it's just designed as a standalone handguard to be able to use for PCC or 3 gun. So that's basically the barrel and the handguard. The next part, really we got into the lower. And again, we wanted to make a gun that could be used for all sorts of sports. And obviously there's the reloading aspect of PCC. It isn't huge, but a bit classifieds and so on. So then we took the lower that we used, we started with a lower and then we remachine it so that we can put on a mag well. Let me see. Oh, this one here. This one comes up. So basically the mag well goes on. It's aluminum mag well. It's designed to fit. It's locked in place. It has a rail. It's completely sturdy. It's not going anywhere, and once it's locked on, it's a done deal. It provides for extremely easily, smooth, and reliable reloading. So that's one of the factors that we put into this gun. And the other factors we looked at, me being a magazine designer, I looked at some of the aspects of the magazine and lining it. So some things I saw that could be improved upon as far as I was concerned. There's a lot of different sizes in the different generations of Glocks, whether it be from this direction or this size, also the different models. So basically, with pistols and other stuff, they have a feed ram. The barrel, this type of rifle does not, but basically what was going on with that was there was a lot of movement within the magazine and alignment with different magazines that wasn't really what I would like to see as a perfect alignment. So basically we took the lowers and we basically drilled a series of alignment fixtures in the front here and here, and basically it's set screws that will align the magazine both for the center and then also to take out a lot of the back and forth rock that you get within a magazine, and you get that kind of flopping around as the gun's shooting. So on our guns, you can set that to your magazine types, and it really helps with 100% reliable feeding and making sure that the magazine stays in its correct location. So that's one of the things we've done. Also, one of the other things we've done with the ejector with this gun is we set the ejector on the build, we go out, test fire, and then basically we have a pin in here. So that's a secondary fixture that we do it, and we pin the ejector so the ejector is never going to go anywhere once it's set. It doesn't just rely on 2 set screws to hold it, it actually is pinned. The pin can easily be removed for service or for replacement, so that's not a big deal. So basically we try to make it so the gun was really a bulletproof gun that you could take out and you could shoot thousands and thousands of rounds without some of the issues that other people have had with putting these together showing up. So we try to cover all the bases. Also with our gun, we have a spec sheet. We also have a buffer system. We have a few different options that we set up. We've done a lot of testing for different ammo. So we're going to kind of set the gun up according to what kind of ammunition you're going to be shooting, whether it's a kind of harder factory load or whether it's more of a towards the lower steel challenge type load or just barely power factor load. So it just depends on what you like. We can kind of adjust the gun's spring and recoil system for that to make sure that it doesn't bang hard on the shoulder, that you've got a nice smooth pulse and you've got a great sight track. So those are really the features, the basic features of the gun. It comes in a signature color, which is the gunsmith gray, and then we have this black configuration. And we teamed up with Hogue to get a great grip here and also buttstock. So the gun comes with a Hogue grip and buttstock. And you have a couple of options. Obviously, you have the flat earth color, and there is the all black version of the gun too, which is the black lower and upper and black handguard and so forth. So you can see this one has the option of the silver magwell, just to kind of accent color right there. So really, we try to cover all bases. We also offer a 16-inch version for some people that may not want the 14-inch pin and welded. The 16-inch, I like to keep the aluminum comp on there. The aluminum comp has been a great comp. It works fabulous, but just mainly because of weight. And this was designed specifically to go on our barrel with a pinning shoulder, so it could be serviced if needed be, or removed and then replaced should it need to be. So that's kind of the feature of that. The 16-inch with the aluminum comp has great swing weight because obviously you don't have a bunch of weight out on the end. So it's kind of a nice balance too. So that's an option for people that want a little bit longer barrel. Build, so we can do those builds for you, the 16-inch or stick with our USPSA type 14-inch barrel. So check out the videos. We did do a lot of extra stuff here, a little bit of stuff with the bolt too. We do some chamfering and polishing on the bolt, the face, to make sure that it has consistent feeding. And we also installed a POF trigger. It's kind of a basic trigger to start with. It's a very good trigger. We take the trigger ourselves and we do a little bit of stonework on it just to clean up the sear and the hammer, which gives you a smooth, clean break. Basically, it's like you've shot a couple of thousand rounds through it without shooting anything through it. So it's a great starting point, and personally, I've been using the trigger, and a lot of the guys on the team have in testing, and we've had great results with it. So it's really a plug-and-play type rifle, which we're trying to put out there. And then if you guys want to do some customizing to it, then that's great after that. But it is really a plug and play type rifle. So feel free to check out the other video, the range video, which I think shows kind of how the gun reacts and how it shoots. And I hope you guys enjoy.